Welcome to another edition of Tea Time by Girl Talk Logic. I'm Elizabeth Vargas.
Tara McQueen.
Frances Carr-Dunn.
Frances Carr-Dunn.
Frances.
I love your name. Lady, I love your name.
It's an old lady name.
So you have not heard from us in a while. We have taken a little bit of a break because we were filming a reality style show for you, which was basically on the Duffy, right?
Yes.
I mean, last week you saw the episode. You know, we try and switch it up a little bit. We're always in this studio. As much as we love our little studio here, ladies, don't we?
We love it.
We love to gossip and we love to talk smack in a studio. We also enjoyed being on the water. It was so much fun. We're going to do those, a lot more of them. We're going to go on location to spas, drink champagne, shoot the shit, and just talk smack.
It's a tough job. Someone's got to do it, though.
It's a tough job out there, but some talk show hosts have to do it.
Gotta do
I
it.
think we need to be on location just doing that, right, ladies?
Absolutely.
But today, we have the tea that you need with, starting off with, the reunion part 2 is a juicy.
Juicy, juicy, juicy.
I mean,
I love it.
Okay, so I'm telling you right now, I can't tell if I love or hate Dorit. I mean, just her attitude, her bitchiness, her entitlement, but then again, I don't know if it's Warren. So if why, her and Sutton, and she just can't stand Sutton, and Sutton can't stand her. But I mean, Dorit just doesn't want to give her a chance at all.
No. Well, now we know why PK left her. I'm just throwing that out there.
That's what I was thinking.
And she loves using the C word. And one of the first episodes, she called one of the Kyle's friends. She's a designer. She called her "I see you next Tuesday," and so she's just.
That's her word, is the C word.
Oh, she loves it. She loves that word. Yeah.
Do you think PK calls her that?
I'm sure that's where she got it from. Who knows? But
I used to love Dorit because she's so stylish, and then she just turned into a villain. Yeah. I'm like, what happened?
Well, I think now we're seeing the real her. I mean, she had that in her, and now, unfortunately, she's going through a little bit of a hard time, so it's bringing out the worst of her. But I think now you are seeing the real Dorit.
Because she's smoking, she's like, instead of being this TV beauty queen, now she's like, oh, fuck it.
Yeah.
You're this, you're that, you're that. And I think with Sutton having a pocketbook, as she had mentioned, I think it really, because maybe Dorit is having a little bit of a hard time, which you should never put a woman down for that. But maybe there's a little bit of a tension there because, when she says, oh, Sutton, I didn't have an ex-husband leave me a purse, and I didn't, da-da-da. Maybe there's a little bit of animosity there, a little jealousy. What do you guys think?
Absolutely. But for Sutton to say, well, my wallet's bigger than you. Yeah. That was a disgusting statement. I'm just saying. She said, I forgot, what was
she? Okay, so why don't you go pick on somebody with the same wallet size?
Well,
or something like that.
Yeah, your wallet's not bigger than mine.
I've never even heard. I mean, I love Sutton, but when her eyes go down,
oh yeah,
she's like. So the reunion part 2 was like when Dorit was like, oh, there she is. There's the Sutton.
Bring her on, right?
There she is. You could see Sutton's like there's something in there.
Like an evil
daggers.
Sutton has dual personality in there. Daggers.
Yeah. But did you notice how Garcelle and Jennifer Tilly? One of them said, "Do you think that Sutton is like on any antidepressants or something?" Because she was not really talkative. If you know her, she was.
I didn't hear her. Them say that.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Oh yeah, Garcelle and Jennifer Tilly. Jennifer Tilly's actually one, which. I have to tell you, I love Jennifer Tilly.
I hope they add her next year.
She's so colorful. I mean, the girl had, and she says it wasn't for her ex-husband who passed away.
Yeah.
He left her part of The Simpsons.
Oh, wait, so he passed away?
He passed away.
Oh, I thought he was still alive.
No, he passed away. But I mean, he just passed away like a couple of years ago.
Oh.
But when they got divorced, he gave her half of the Simpsons.
Holy moly.
That's how she's able to, it's
okay.
Well, because I did hear her say that The Simpsons came about because they were married when he created it.
They were,
I mean, he didn't have to do that, so that's fabulous.
And they were only married 7 years. It's not like she was married like.
Do they have kids?
Oh, wow.
No kids. No kids.
Does she have any kids?
No.
She just has fabulous jewelry and
fabulous
clothes.
jewelry, and she's just really like eclectic. And actually, I met her in Las Vegas because she's a professional gambler.
Oh, she is? Wait. She's a professional
She's a poker player, like a really good poker player. Wow. Yeah.
She's a poker player?
Yes, and her boyfriend that she's been with for years, for at least 15 years, is he used to always wear like a hoodie when when he played poker. I forgot his name.
So he was like, what are those called? Those sharks? Those
yes,
poker sharks?
Yeah. And so I met her, like 20 years ago, and she was colorful back then, and I think she's even more colorful today.
Well, I love that she brings a dynamic of truth.
Yeah.
And she's Sutton's friend. Sutton absolutely is, Sutton is a villain this season. Even though, her clothing line, her everything is beautiful. I think she's done a great job.
Yeah.
I think Sutton's mom has really put what do you call those when you adopt a dog and they've got a problem, like a little tweak?
Like Tourette's syndrome?
No, like they've got a
like a tick?
Like a tick. So I think the fact that Sutton's mom, no, I'm not saying comparing her to a dog. I'm just saying like I have an animal rescue, so I say that. But, when you have a childhood issue and it comes out during stressful times, I think it's coming out during this season with Sutton. Like she's really got something going on and especially the scene with her mother when she went back home and her mom wasn't really that nice. Her mom was actually very hard.
No, she is.
But she softened up a little bit, but she's pretty harsh.
But she did say, I love you. Because remember when Garcelle was like, well, she just wants to hear.
Yeah. But that longing for that love of a parent.
Yeah. That's tough.
That's a triggering topic for me. No, I'm just joking.
Is it really?
No, it's not.
Is that why you have daddy issues? And you date old guys? Just kidding, I do. Wait a minute, I got daddy issues if you're single ready to mingle a little older. So let's talk about their outfits. I thought they all looked fabulous. I thought Kyle Richards looked a little like a Christmas tree ornament.
Yeah.
I don't like sequins. I just never have.
Hello.
No,
sorry.
That's not a sequin.
That's a classic.
Those are crystals.
Okay.
Those are crystals.
That's a bedazzle.
No. Sequins are those little cheap things that you see that they're in style right now. So I guess Cavalli and all the designers are sequins, which is fine. It's the whatever. Yeah. But I just don't like it. I thought Kyle Richards looks amazing, but I just thought I don't like sequins. I just can't do it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Garcelle's dress.
Oh,
I love Garcelle. I love Garcelle.
And then the thing is, she's just putting on a little bit of pounds, but she still looks amazing. I mean,
you think so? I thought she looked skinnier.
No, girl. And then when she was sitting there on the chair, if you notice, she was sitting like this. She kept having her arms up because she had the beads up to here, and she was like this, and her arms were. She was looking like a chubby baby in the arms.
Really? I thought she looked really good, but I did think that the dress was. It wasn't very, very flattering, but No. You know who looked amazing? Farley Hughes. Okay, I know I'm biased because I know what you're all thinking. I know you guys know who I'm going to say.
Who?
Erika Jayne.
Miss Erika.
Miss Erika. She looked like she belonged on the Star Trek Enterprise coming down like Leia.
She looked good. And that was a designer that nobody even heard of. Because they asked her.
Or Star Wars. Oops, anyway.
Yeah, they asked her, well, who designed your dress? And she said it was like a designer that I've never heard of. I mean, they could be famous, but I've never heard of them. But she looked amazing. I feel like this season, she's a little bit more subdued.
Yeah, she is.
Like, she used to be a little bitchy, and I loved her, like, she was witty, but now she's just sort of, like, not really...
No. She did tell Garcelle that we just thought, with her little attitude, she sits up, we just thought you would be a little bit more interested.
Oh, yes.
Something like that.
Oh, that's right.
It's too bad you're not more interested. Something smart ass. Oh, my God.
Has anyone ever said that to you, Elizabeth?
Oh!
Wish you were a little... Absolutely not.
I don't think she's...
That was a trick question.
It's funny because I always live life to the fullest, and when I get bored easily, but I don't get dumb bored. I get smart bored. So I have to... I'm intellectually stimulating, and I like to be intellectually stimulated. So I love the intellectual. Like, I get turned on by intellect. Like, if a man is smart, you can look a certain way and not be the perfect man. And just, if you start talking and you're a winner.
Yeah.
I'm just like, bring that winner slam over here. So I think that, where were we going with that? I got horny.
You need a lot of stimulation. Intellectual stimulation would be preferred.
No, but I think Erika Jayne, she is a, this season, she's calmer because she was so stimulated for so long, trying to protect herself. You know, people were at her, you know, with the diamond earrings and everything that they had said she owed and all this money. And then her husband that she loved dearly, she didn't know anything about that. I guarantee she didn't know anything about all of it.
No,
she just spent the money. Hello, she is a arm candy. You spend money. I was an arm candy. You don't ask where I came from. You just are like, okay.
Well, did you hear they gave her, so her ex-husband's now got like 20 years in prison.
Yeah. Yeah.
When?
Yes.
Last week?
Pretty recently.
Pretty recent? Oh my God.
During one of the episodes on the show, she said, they said, I just found out that my ex-husband, got, I think, 20 years.
It was coming though. He did some really awful things to his clients.
Sorry.
He doesn't have 20 years left.
No, he's going to die before then. But still, it made her kind of sad.
So did he get convicted of taking the money from the airplane?
Absolutely.
victim? Oh my God.
Yeah. he took quite a bit. I mean, that was just one suit that he was involved with, but he took money from several of his clients.
Yeah, and people that needed it too.
Yeah. I mean, the airplane one was the worst because I think that was like 30 people or something, and then he took.
But was it just him or his other? I mean, he has to be a partner in the firm. There can't just be him.
I think it was just him.
He was doing.
Was he the CFO as well?
He was doing unhonest things with the books.
Yeah.
So he was altering the books himself.
Yeah.
And then when they did reporting, quarterly reporting, how did that work? Like, what did they just not look at the books? Were they that old?
Well, he did something right for
a long time. Yeah.
Yeah. Until
you know, it's funny when people start embezzling and stealing, and you know who you are. Eventually, you get caught.
Absolutely.
And there's always a paper trail. And with technology today, especially AI, being able to read books like that, that's why, you know, everything's being audited right now. You're going to get caught. It's just a matter of time. And it's unfortunate because there was a generational gap between the non-technology and the technology, right? And now there's technology. And so it's easy to audit. And these older generation guys, I mean, they got away with everything.
Yeah.
Imagine how many people got away with stealing like elderly people's money that were like caregivers, or, you know, stealing trust money, or putting people in what's
receiver.
Let's talk Wendy Williams real quick.
Oh, my
off
goodness.
the Beverly Hills, off the Housewives thing.
Okay. Yeah.
Her receivership.
That's terrible.
These type of people that are, I guess her son was stealing money.
Yeah.
I mean, it's on the same lines, you know. They're going to get caught. Don't you agree that this is the era of catching crooks like this?
Yeah. I felt bad for her when she was talking about her son, because she didn't want to talk crap about her son, but her son was stealing money, and that's how this whole thing came to be. Was the son was deducting taking all this cash out of her account. Wells Fargo.
That's so sad.
Yeah, Wells Fargo, you know, called out to her and said, "Hey, you have all this money missing out of your account," and that's why they gave her receivership and. What's that called?
I want to know what's going to happen with that, though, because she went to dinner, I guess, last night in New York with Don Lemon or something, and they're saying that she's 100% fit. She passed her cognitive test or something like that, where she's passed all of her tests.
She ate a lot of food last night, I guess, and he said.
And so what's going to happen now? And there's got to be some bad.
I'm sure they're working on it. I mean, there's got to be something's got to change. But the place where she's staying at, they were like trying to keep her there. Practice of making so much money.
Yeah, 100%.
So imagine she's a high-profile individual. Imagine how often this is happening for people that have no family, no support, and they're stuck in this system that's stealing.
Yeah,
I hope that. Unfortunately, it's happening. My belief system is always that. When you're a celebrity and, you know, sometimes you ask, well, why am I doing this? Why am I in the news? Why did this happen to me? Maybe she's opening our eyes as if to that broken system, like Britney Spears was. Like maybe it's such a system that needs to be shown.
It had to take.
No, our elderly, we're only getting an older generation. The baby boomers, everybody's getting old as shit.
Yeah.
So that money and those retirement homes are a cesspool of thieves waiting to just pounce on elderly that have no family, but they've got a pension or they're a veteran or anyway, enough of all that. But, you know, it's sad what's happening to Wendy, but I'm very thankful that it's out in the open now.
Yeah.
Taking advantage of elderly. We should be taking care of our elderly and taking care of our veterans and all these other people, but we don't. Okay, so enough of all that. Let's talk about Jeff Bezos. Okay, let's get into this.
He still has a girlfriend that's alive and well.
Yes, okay, so Lauren Sanchez, they landed with Gail and Katy Perry.
Yes.
Which I didn't even know they all went up together. I was so busy right now. I just couldn't believe.
Did you see it?
I didn't watch it, but I've seen all the coverage.
So they landed the pot, and Jeff, it's so cute. He loves her so much. He face planted into a hole.
Yeah.
Like what? Like he wasn't paying attention. He just wanted to make sure they were okay.
Oh.
I got goosebumps because I want a man that'll face plant for me. Oh my God.
Every celebrity apparently was in Texas this morning for the launch. Yeah, Oprah Winfrey was there. Chloe and
the Kardashians.
What's the mom's name? Chris were there. Yeah,
So what happened? They just went up and down.
Up and down.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what it is. You know? Yeah. And then I think they get to unbuckle their seatbelts for a little while and feel the gravity change, and that's it.
Okay, here's my question though. What? I mean, you know the under the sea thing that blew up?
The submarine.
Submarine, okay. So, you know how the woman ended up surviving and the husband and the son didn't or whatever. So let's just say you're not sure about your family member.
Oh. Send them up and blow
Send them up deep in the ocean, send them on a trip up a mountain somewhere, send them to space. Hopefully they'll come back. I mean, I thought it was really odd he would send her first.
I think it was something about it being an all-woman crew. It was the first time in history it was an all-woman crew from what I read. Okay. And so that was the big deal too. And he wanted her to be a part of that historic
I wonder if there's life insurance taken out before that.
100%. Well, you know, they already have like policies, but
I know, but that was just odd to me. Like if I was getting married, if I'm Jeff and I'm this billionaire marrying this, and after all these tragedies happen with these rich people thinking they're just going to go do these new things, I wouldn't send Lauren up there. I just wouldn't. But I mean, well, whatever. I mean, at least she's happy, and she's survived. And let's talk about the Masters. We're gonna, Lauren, we love you. I'm glad that you're safe. I was concerned when he was shipping you up to space. That's all. As a woman to another woman, I was like, maybe you should hold off on that one. Wait till the next version comes out. All right, so let's talk about the Masters.
Rory.
Yeah.
Big W for Rory.
Yeah, great. Did you guys watch it?
Watch some of it.
I did not. No, I've been.
No. I love the Masters. I love golf. I'm addicted. And, it's funny because he was, minus 12, doing really, really well. And then, he went through the trees, landed on the green, and then he didn't put it in. It was like this far from
no.
And so we were all like, and it was just cool to watch it. But anyway, Tiger Woods has... said thank you to him. I didn't even know Tiger Woods was still around. Did you?
Did he just make news recently because he has a new hot pepper on his arm?
Oh, probably. And she looks just like...
Looks just like his ex-wife, Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods.
His girlfriend.
What?
His girlfriend looks just like...
What was her name?
The new wife?
Oh, goodness.
Or the old wife?
I want to say... No, the
old wife.
I think he's only been married one time.
Yeah, the Swedish model.
Elma, whatever his name is. Yeah.
But the one that... Didn't she take a bat to his windshield? Bam.
Yeah.
Well,
something like that.
All right. Okay. Enough about that. So, okay. Let's talk about Gypsy Rose. Did you guys hear about her? She lost 25 pounds.
Yes.
Do you know her?
Yes.
You guys know?
No.
You don't,
yeah.
Okay, so sad. Gypsy Rose. What's up with Gypsy Rose? Who is she? Can you explain this? I never followed.
Yeah, give us all
I know is she lost a bunch of weight. She's got a bunch of weird makeup that she didn't, and then she married her brother or something, and
she didn't marry her brother.
Was going to marry her brother, that bigger guy.
So she actually killed her mom. And because her mom, back in the day, she wasn't, Gypsy Rose was not sickly, but the mom had that, not Munchausen, but.
Oh, that's right, fake, like she was sick.
Like sick, and like for years and years and years, right? So finally Gypsy Rose got the nerve because she, like her mom said she couldn't walk, and she was in the hospital, had all these surgeries. And so Gypsy Rose meets this kid online and tells him, I want to kill my mom, blah, 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 because what she's been doing.
You don't need to whisper. We're on a show.
I know. Oh my God. Yeah, so she
wants to kill her mom.
Her and her boyfriend killed her mom, like stabbed her mom, and then they went, and then they posted on Facebook and said,
oh my gosh.
I killed the bitch. And yeah, so then she served her time in jail.
How long did she get?
I think she got like 10 years and she served some time. I mean, she had more time she should have served, but for good behavior. Plus, they, they're feeling sorry for her.
Was she in jail in California?
Yeah.
They let out like 20 years early.
No, not in California. So then so she met her first husband. He was a pen pal, and they wrote to each other.
Okay.
And there was a whole series of reality shows.
Well, she looks great.
Yeah.
Okay.
She looks great. She had plastic surgery. She got her nose done.
Oh, she did? Okay. Because I saw a before and after picture of Gypsy Rose, and I'm like, I don't remember her whole story, but I just saw on TMZ, it's like, Gypsy Rose lost 25 pounds. And I was like, oh, she looks great, but I remember her name because Gypsy Rose.
Yeah.
How could you forget that name? Let's talk about Britney Spears. Oh. I know it's like being a dead horse.
Hot mess.
Okay, so during our podcast on the sea, we talked about Christina talked about that she thought it was a fake AI Britney Spears online.
I agree with her.
I agree with her too. I looked at it after our last show, I was like, okay, it's for sure an AI. She said that 6 other people manage her account online, so it's got to be. Yeah, it's got.
And her ex-husband was on a talk show, and the thing I think is so great about him, because he's a good-looking guy, he was a model, right? Mm-hmm. Married to the most influential woman she's an icon.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he had to sign an NDA, because not to disclose any information.
Yeah.
He does not talk crap about her at all.
What era of ex-husband is this? This K-Fed or recent?
No, recent.
Okay, yes.
Last one.
I mean, he was in and out though.
He was, but I have to give him kudos. He has not talked anything ill will about her. He goes, why should I?
That's classy. Well, he got money, so yeah.
Yeah.
What you need.
Well, he also probably has hush money. Legalized hush money.
Yeah, but he
like you won't talk bad, you won't slander.
If you will, then
here's your money.
But I think he's doing that just because he's just a good guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or he has a good PR rep.
Yeah.
Or you're gullible.
Or maybe. But I saw him on this talk show, and he's like, look, he goes, people can talk whatever they want. He goes, and I'm not supposed to talk bad about it. He goes, but even if I didn't have,
okay, so he does say that.
He said that. Oh yeah, he said that. He goes, I felt sorry for her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Teresa from Jersey. You know the scoop. Tell me about what's going on there.
She's not paying her taxes again.
Still.
She owes like $300,000, which is not a lot, but when you're making that, first of all, if you're in the limelight, pay your taxes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just do it. And then her husband now, he owes like $30 million or something for taxes. He owes quite a bit.
Does going to prison not do that in for you? What do you need to have happen?
So are they
Did she not learn her lesson?
Yes.
I mean, you pay your taxes?
Yes, it's due tomorrow.
Yeah, I know it's due tomorrow. I'm like freaking out too. I'm like, oh my God.
And I told the government, I said, I need more time, please. Thank you.
Me too.
Yeah, it's like, but with all the audits, you'd think that they'd give everybody an extension because the IRS was so faulty that you would think now they'd have to make sure that what we're paying was what we're paying for why we're paying it. If everything else is faulty, why wouldn't they just halt it for a second and be like, okay, guys, let's make sure that the IRS.
Well, I think they have to make sure that they're doing their job now because all eyes are on them. I mean, before, everyone's helter-skelter.
Yeah. So the Teresa thing, I thought maybe she was waiting for the IRS to get audited, so she didn't. They're like, wait, we don't really owe that, or something like that.
But you would think if you spent time in prison and your husband spent time in prison, I would be so far. I would do my taxes early. I would make sure, I would account for every single penny. Yeah. I mean, who wants to spend time in jail?
Not me. That's why I'm like, okay, ladies, get your shit together. It's due tomorrow.
I just paid her taxes. They're due tomorrow.
My taxes.
She's already submitted.
I have boob sweat. We're good.
I can't go to prison because I have to color my hair every 3 weeks, and I'd be a hot mess.
Oh my gosh, Who was it that went to prison and she came out and she was all gray? Anyway, whatever.
Oh, that would be
Martha Stewart.
Was that Martha Stewart?
She went in gray.
By the way, have you guys seen not Martha Stewart, but who's the Prince Harry's the woman Meghan Markle. Did you see her show with cooking and all that stuff? What was your take on that?
I didn't see it, but poor girl, no one likes her anymore.
No one likes her. Because
So
you know
sad.
why? Because she, you know.
Is it unrelatable? They keep saying.
Unrelatable. Totally unrelatable. She's, well, in the morning, you know, I just go out into get my honey and from my own
bee farm.
my bee farm. And then I'm going to go. So it's just actually, and I don't think she means to do this.
Yeah.
But it's actually she's actually kind of
Distancing herself from the general public.
Making people feel worse about, first of all, when Martha Stewart, she's trying to do Martha Stewart. At least when Martha Stewart, you were kind of relatable, but she's not relatable. And she's just trying, and she looks good though. She looks really pretty, I thought.
Yeah, move your a little bit together. You know, she does look really good, but the guest she has on there, it's very awkward. It's
Forced, feels like.
It's as if she doesn't want her guests on there. I feel like I'm cringing because I'm like, I actually enjoyed it because I'm not a Betty Cooker Homer person.
Yeah.
Or Betty
Cooker.
Crocker.
You're not a Betty Cooker.
Betty Homer.
You sure you're not?
Betty Crocker, Homer, whatever, homely chick.
Right,
you know
yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I like to learn stuff a little bit now. Like I'm trying to learn how to curl my hair, trying to be more like chick-like or whatever. And I did learn some stuff, but the guests she had on there were really awkward. They were like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, it's going to be kind of hard being on TV. But so I've only seen two. The first one and the second one was with the Asian guy.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah, I've only seen.
Yeah,
two.
they're like best friends forever.
They're
or
best
something.
friends, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, ultimately, there should be a network. Someone come up with this because I'm not, for just rich people, so you guys can all relate. Like, call it Posh Park. Posh Park.
Oh, I like that.
PoshNetwork.com, and then all these rich people could we all be on there? And, talk about your yachts in Monaco and gambling, and oh my God, I
Life
lost
is rough.
100,000 last week, and oh my shoes, my shoe broke. That shit. That'd be great. All right. Of course, we talk about some of that, don't we?
Stained my $300 jacket. Oh,
Right?
gosh.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe I did that. Oh, well. Okay, let's talk about Bronwyn's fake identity from Salt Lake City.
See, do you know? I don't know about it. Tell me what happened.
I don't know. I was hoping you would know.
Oh goodness, no, I don't. Sorry.
Oh my God, I don't either. Okay,
Sorry.
well, Bronwyn apparently got in trouble for a fake identity, and I was dying to know today. I was hoping one of you guys knew.
Oh,
Should we look it up?
You guys know? Yeah, let's
Ask
look it up.
ChatGPT?
Yes.
Yeah, ChatGPT it for me.
or Perplexity. Have you tried that one?
Okay.
The ChatGPT.
Is it? I
Yes.
can't keep up with all the
I
different
know.
AI platforms.
Well, everything's going to be AI.
Yeah,
Everything's gonna be
this is
AI.
true. So let's talk, while you're doing that, let's talk Coachella.
Paris Hilton, 44, wearing a hot-ass catsuit.
Did she really?
Oh my gosh.
She looks amazing.
Listen, if not having babies makes you look like that, well, if not having babies on your own and doing
Yeah.
surrogacy makes you look like that,
Yeah.
I mean,
She looks great.
Simon,
Does she? I didn't see Paris Hilton's, but everybody else.
so freaking good.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
We're waiting on you. What else? What else about?
Okay, so I want to talk about all the outfits at Coachella, and I want to talk about aging out of it. So I've done Coachella for 15 years. I'm over it. I mean, I love it, but you're partying on a horse manure field. You're sick for a week after. You've got sand in your butt crack and dirt in your butt crack for like.
Sounds so fun.
Well, and then, when I was at the Madison Club, it was fabulous because it's really clean. And I mean, the service, the Madison Club is by far, when I was married, I was doing it was like VIP.
Well, Mike Millen knows how to do
Yeah, Mike Mellman is phenomenal. Discovery Land Company.
Yes.
I love you.
Little plug.
They have a new one, actually, they're opening up it's not Bozeman. It's Discovery Land Company. It's in, well, I'm not sure if I should mention it yet, so I'll just
Okay,
wait.
say that for the next.
But they're launching a bunch of new Discovery Land companies. But the festivals, doing the festivals these days for me is a bit rough. But I do like the fact that we don't have COVID anymore. Everybody's out and about. Everybody's having fun, and people are making money. People are spending money again, and people are out, doing their thing. Now, I know that. Celebrities go there because they get paid to go there. They are influencers. So they get paid to be part of a party or to do an event for a certain, revolve or whatever.
Yeah.
Kylie Jenner, everybody out there does something. But what do you guys think of the price point is so expensive. It just seems like, as far as festivals are concerned, it's an influencer's dream, but it's a real festival goer's nightmare.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Because all the rich people have these tents and like all the normal people are like in line for 7-8 hours trying to get in. It's like as if Golden Voice is saying, look, if you're poor, oh, well, you know, spend money and you can do this. Instead of just saying it's a peace, love, and happiness type festival, you enjoy the music. You know, it's supposed to be about music and love and fun and parties. And now it's just become about money and influencers.
Well, what's
ruined it.
What's the least expensive ticket that they sell?
Aren't they $600 for GA? And you can't buy a day anymore. I think you have to buy the whole package now.
Yeah.
But,
like right now today, Too Short, the rapper, and David Weintraub, his manager, launched a movie called Freaky Tales, and it's with Too Short. He just launched it. I love you guys. Congratulations. Too Short was performing at Coachella this year, which was 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And I needed a place to stay. You know, they didn't need one, but my house was available. So he and a bunch of
offered it up.
Influencers and managers and big bodyguards stayed at the estate this weekend, and they had an amazing time. And they performed and they did their thing. But for my house to rent that is $175,000 for 3 days for a headliner.
Wow.
Yeah. So our houses at the Madison Club were going for $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 for one weekend, right? So I gave my house away. It was like the kind of a bougier way to do it for these guys, and I'm only mentioning that because that's not festival.
That's not
even like that's like going to a VIP concert.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So for me, I didn't even go. I had no interest in going because I can't get a real festival experience. It's more. It's just not it for me anymore.
Were you ever a Coachella girly?
No.
Never?
Not really.
You ever?
No.
But my point of saying all that isn't to dog the festival. It's just, I think the price point is too high. I think that they've really alienated normal people that just want to have fun and go out.
Yeah.
And party. And it's like, anyway, so, I mean, what do you guys think?
I'd read something about how the reason why kids can't buy houses these days is because they're spending all their money on expensive concert tickets. So that would be Coachella.
I mean, everything's getting expensive. Concert tickets, I mean, everything. I mean, just...
Yeah. Well, Stagecoach is coming up, which is my favorite. Are you guys going?
No, I want to.
It's a country festival.
I know, I love country music.
Well, if you and your husband want to go, I have an extra room.
Oh, no.
only $35,000 for that portion of the house.
No, I don't rent bathroom. Just to clarify, I don't rent my house for the festivals because they get trashed.
Oh, I can imagine.
Your insurance does not cover enough to cover your disaster.
When is it? When is the Coachella? I mean, the Stagecoach?
In 2 weeks. So
yes.
Yeah. So we're aging the show right now by mentioning all these dates for you guys. But I mean, they have Coachella Weekend 1, Coachella Weekend 2, and then they have Stagecoach. Mm-hmm. But I mean, they have this thing called Old Chella.
But that was fun for a while. Now it's not, right?
Yeah, no. I think they need to switch it up. Do some normal concerts out there. Mm-hmm. Have some fun festival, right? Bring it back to a little more.
Wait, have you inspected your house since Too Short stayed in it?
No, they just left this morning. I have not, and I didn't.
Are you nervous?
I am nervous because I turn off my cameras because I don't. If there's,
you turn off your camera when you're
okay. So the house was for sale. I have cameras everywhere, and so real estate agents for liability purposes, housekeepers, everybody.
Absolutely.
So I turned it all off because I don't want any if anything happened, I didn't want any
You didn't want to be like P. Diddy holding on to any incriminating footage?
Yeah, I didn't want any footage if anything happened.
That baby oil and the cabinet.
The whole weekend I was stressed out. I was like sweating. I was calling Pepe, my house manager. I'm like, is the house alive? And so I had Pepe, my house manager, the whole time. Like not even for a second did they leave.
Smart.
But anyway, okay, so enough about that. What else do we need to talk about? Anything else for now?
Okay, so the article said that she sometimes uses 2 last names, and that's what the whole root is of the identity.
Oh, is that what it is?
Oh.
Yes. Then she's being charged with.
That's not a crime.
No, I think she's being charged with using
Bronwyn.
2 identities.
Oh.
Or
not identity
2
theft.
last names or 2.
Oh, okay.
Because I have 2 last names.
Okay.
Because I'm married.
Okay, so let's go back to RHOC. Let's end it with RHOC. We have a few more minutes.
Okay.
Let's talk. Okay, so we got the reunion, which is now, but we got the next part of the reunion, which will be aired before we air this. So then the following week, we will give the scoop on that. But let's continue to talk a tiny bit about the ladies. What do you guys think about Boz? Is it Boz, correct?
Bose.
Bose.
I love Bose.
I love Bose.
I love her. She's a bitch.
Smart.
She's a boss. She's everything. I love her.
What do you think?
All the bees.
All the bees.
What do you think?
BBB. She's BBB.
I have to admit, I don't know Bose.
Oh, so you haven't watched the Housewives this
No,
season?
Girl, we gotta get you
need
up
to get
there.
caught up. I
gotta get-
shameful.
you gotta- No, that's
The
fine.
juicy.
Okay, so I thought Bose was. I think she's fabulous.
I think she's a little too old to be trying to have a kid. I'm just sorry.
Well,
yeah, I was
It's
going to talk about that.
What's the age these days? If
Yeah, but I think she's close to. She's
No, because
50. I think
you could be
that's
any age and have a woman. Have a woman.
I know, but
have a kid now.
I know you can, but the problem is if you're 50 and you have a kid, so your kid's going to be graduating high school at,
Yeah, but
and
she's
you'll be like
successful
70.
enough where she could have a nanny. And
Yeah, that's
things
true.
like
That's
that.
true.
I wonder if these celebrities are thinking that through, though. I mean, Paris Hilton's a great example. Just welcomed her second baby girl, and she's 44. So I just wonder if they're thinking that through.
Yeah.
I don't-
Yeah. Like you said, maybe they have nannies and they don't even care about it.
Well, I'm having a carton, so I'm.
Oh, that's right. You haven't talked.
Yeah, remember we talked about this?
That's right.
Yeah, I'm. So
Girl,
they
get
just-
cracking.
They just discovered. Well, no, I mean, hello. Okay, so I never found anyone I fully wanted to mate with,
Create
have
with,
a breed
yes.
with, right?
Yeah.
So I'm older now, and I was career oriented. I got divorced, and I was just sort of like, I was sitting there like, what am I going to do now besides work? I mean, I work. So I was online and I was reading this new article that came out that they can take a woman's DNA, create eggs, incubate it with sperm, so you could find any age of a man, any type of a man, vaxxed, non-vaxxed, anything you want. You incubate it in an incubator, and you can get the kid from that, so you can have your child.
sounds like a
So I
sci-fi
want to
movie.
get success by the dozen. So I want 12 kids.
Oh my goodness!
I know. I'm so excited.
They tested it out with diamonds first. We have our lab diamonds now. Now
That's
we're
right.
going to have lab babies.
Yeah, I'm
Wow.
excited. And they're like, oh, you're playing God. No, I can't have children anymore. So if I'm able to, and I know this is a controversial topic, but if I'm able to have those children, if I'm able to have that environment of feeling it, it's not going to be the same as how you had children, because I'm not the same as you. It's not going to be how traditional male, female, but I tried that. It never worked. Like I didn't find that love of my life that I had to divorce because he slept with his secretary. I never got to meet that, and so.
I just don't like that they're taking penetration out of the baby making process.
No, you
She's like,
still, no,
I have
you
a
still
problem
get
with that.
penetration.
Okay, good.
She was
Okay.
a practice.
You still get penetration. You still get penetration. But anyway, I think Bose is great. I think I'm happy for her.
smart.
I think she's smart, and and so what do you guys think of the anybody else on the panel?
I mean, I love them all. I think Sutton. I don't really like Sutton. I think
Really?
I don't like her because I think she's a little. She wants to be Southern when it's okay to be Southern, and she's a little kind of bitchy, and she kind of like I don't like the way she treats her assistant. With that.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
She's very like get over it. Like she won't. She's just too like just
snappy.
Too snappy.
Entitled.
Too
vibes.
entitled, and she looks down at people. And obviously, that
Yeah.
came across when she said her wallet was bigger than everyone.
Yeah. But what do you guys think about how good Andy Cohen looks?
He looks great.
Oh my God.
He looks
That
great.
blue suit?
He looks great.
I was just like
great.
shocked.
Yeah.
I mean, Andy Cohen, do you like? I mean, he's nice.
I
right?
love Andy Cohen, but so those sexual allegations didn't take him down at all.
So is that Brandy?
Was that
right?
Brandy? Or, yeah, I thought that.
Oh
made-
yeah, but have you seen how terrible she looks, Brandy?
Poor girl. I feel
No, okay, she just came out with a music video. Did you guys see this?
She's a singer now.
Brandy. I'm pretty sure it was Brandy. Was it Brandy?
But there's also
No, one of them came out with a music video. The old lady.
I don't. Think
Oh my God!
gotta
I
look
just
this up.
saw
Is
it. Just Google it. What
Brandy
housewife just came out with?
Brandy Melville. She's got there's a disease she has in her.
in her face, and it's like
face.
deteriorating.
Oh, maybe it's not Brandy then that did the music. Google who came out with the music video.
Oh, that's too funny.
No, they came out with the music video. I'm like, no way.
I do have a question. We were talking about the outfits earlier. are the reunions supposed to be like Met Gala where you're supposed to come out over the top with the best?
Yes.
Okay, so maybe that was Kyle Richards' ploy with her sequin number.
No, I think she was wearing Cavalli. It's a super expensive dress. Don't get me wrong. She looked great. It just, I don't like sequins.
Yeah.
I think it makes it like
I mean, Bo's outfit is pretty, she had the little headpiece on.
Yeah, Bo's. Oh my God, her house is phenomenal.
I know.
So Andy Cohen looks fabulous. I mean, I absolutely love him.
Love Andy.
Yeah, who doesn't love
But you know what I also loved? Was that he called out Kyle Richards with
Totally.
Morgan.
Yes.
I have to tell you, Kyle Richards has something she's hiding. Even though I was with Kyle Richards and Morgan at an event, we went to a charity event. I sat right next to them. I took a photo with them. They were great. They are definitely, in my opinion, not dating. I think that Kyle Richards is supporting her in some way as far as emotionally. But I know Andy Cohen and everybody thinks, and Garcelle says they're, lesbos. But my take on it is that they're not, that she's protecting her as another, and she's being a girl's girl there. I think that, it was crazy because it was a woman supporting a woman. There was no lesbo. Believe me, I can sense lesbo.
Yeah.
I can sense
We're like, and what is the problem? Even if they are lesbians, who cares?
But I don't, I think Kyle is calculated as far as like holding stuff in to make everybody wonder.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything going on. I think, yes, her music video, why would you put that out there unless you were going to announce you're a lesbo?
Yeah.
It's fake.
Yeah.
It was just just to get the reaction.
So what did he say to her? What did he ask her point blank?
He's just like, well, don't you think that by putting that out there, you've really opened the...
Open the doors. And
open the doors.
Plus, by putting that out there, nobody really heard of Morgan. What's her name?
Morgan. Wade.
I didn't know who she was. But now a lot of people know who she is. So it's actually helping Morgan's career for sure.
And he's basically saying, you're welcome, Morgan. Like, don't bite the hand that feeds you.
Yeah.
And
I totally agree.
That's another thing with, Andy Cohen being under fire for that. We talked about this last podcast or last show with the Housewives, some of the older ones, going after him and saying that it's demeaning, it's this, it's that. Okay, you and I talked about this. Like, there's no other platform where women over 40 can be stars and then start a clothing line like Sutton did, start a perfume line, start anything.
Yep.
And Andy Cohen is creating that for so many of these women. And I just don't know why the appreciation's not there. I was able to start Vargas Vodka. Thank you, Andy. I love you for that. I will always respect you. I was a one-hit wonder, whatever. I got the opportunity to be on Housewives because you made it happen and you let me. And I am forever grateful. Yeah, we don't get residuals. We don't get that. But I created a product that gives me the residuals from the fame, So I think that the ones that are complaining are the ones that didn't do anything with it.
Yeah. Well, look at Bethany Frankel. Like, Bethany Frankel became, when she got the skinny margarita.
Skinny margarita.
And she was, I don't know if you remember, did you ever see those episodes when she was on? She was doing sampling at the grocery store.
Yeah.
So she went from that show brought her who she is today.
Yeah.
And plus, she's an amazing woman anyway. She's smart.
She's awesome.
I love her.
I follow her.
Me too.
She's so weird. Her bagels.
Her content is so wild.
When she did the Chanel thing with
they're not letting me in. I love her. Bethany, we love you. We'd love to have you on no matter what. You're amazing. Well, ladies, thank you for joining me for this episode of Tea Time by Girl Talk. I'm Elizabeth Vargas.
Tara McQueen.
Frances Carr-Dunn.
Watch, follow, subscribe, support us on Patreon, but more importantly, follow us and subscribe on YouTube for the next episode. Woo! We made it another day, ladies. Woo! Let's hit Easter.
What's in your egg?
What's in your egg?
That was good.